My uncle claimed me as his future wife 6 hours after my birth, and for years he rehearsed rituals with me like pouring sake to his liking every Sunday. Some families inherit wealth, some inherit land. My family, we inherited girls. And I found out the hard way that securing the bloodline often meant spilling it. Growing up, I genuinely thought every family did this. The day a girl was born, a male relative would claim her as his future wife. We called it securing the bloodline, like it was the most natural thing in the world. It wasn't until I was 11 and casually mentioned to a classmate that my Uncle Kenji was my future husband that her face went white. "That's illegal," she whispered, "and gross." I laughed, thinking she was joking. She wasn't. The rules were simple. Any girl born into our family belonged to whichever uncle claimed her first. Uncle Kenji claimed me just 6 hours after I was born. My cousin Ayumi was 2 days old when Uncle Toshiro marked her. My own sister Yuki was promised to Uncle Hiroshi before my mom even left the hospital. The men would celebrate each successful investment with expensive cigars and aged whiskey, toasting to their good fortune. When you turned 13, the real training began. Every Sunday, Uncle Kenji would pick me up for my grooming visits. I learned everything: which sake he preferred, how many degrees cold it should be, the exact serving angle, how to massage his shoulders after a long day, which perfume made him happy. If I messed up, I'd have to stand in a corner, holding heavy books until my arms shook. "How will you be a good wife if you can't even remember simple things?" he'd ask. Sometimes he'd make me practice walking in the wedding shoes he'd already bought. Size 6. I was still a size 4. Ayumi turned 16 first. I watched her commitment ceremony. That's when the claiming became official, and you moved into your uncle's house. She wore white lace, a stark contrast to the grim reality. Uncle Toshiro, 53 years old with 2 dead wives already, slipped the original claiming ring from her baby years onto her adult finger. She threw up twice during the vows. They said it was nerves, just normal bride stuff. Her parents sat in the front row, openly counting the cash envelope they'd received for raising her. 2 months later, Ayumi was in the hospital with kidney problems. 3 months after that, she was dead. They said she was too weak for childbearing. At her funeral, Uncle Toshiro was already browsing the family registry for his next claim. I overheard him tell my father he preferred younger ones. "Next time. They last longer," he said. But my little cousin Emmy was different. She had what our family called outside exposure. Her mom had accidentally enrolled her in public school instead of our family's homeschool network. By age 10, Emmy was asking questions like, "Why can't I pick my own husband? And what if I don't want to marry anyone?" She'd sneak library books about women's rights into family gatherings, hiding them under her traditional dress. Emmy was pulled from school after that. They started her grooming visits early to fix her thinking. Uncle Akira took her to his cabin every weekend for intensive training. When she came back, she had bruises she wasn't allowed to. Full story video added in below.